Urban Crag Climbing Center is a rock gym located in Dayton, Ohio, with 8,000 feet of textured and sculpted vertical terrain ranging from 28 to 56 feet. For more info, go to urbancrag.com or call 937-224-CRAG.
Free, free Syria!
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 نحن شعب الحرية.
The Syrian people are as much in need of freedom just like the people who live in the West, those who are fortunate like us. In Syria, if you go to buy a loaf of bread, you might be killed and cannot go back home to your family. If you live in Syria, you know what I mean. Even if you need to speak out, you will be arrested, you will be put in jail and tortured just for speaking out. Is it so bad to ask for freedom?
What can you add to the context for people to understand, to really help bring this message, what's going on right now?
Well, first of all, this is not something new. The Syrian people have been living under this barbaric regime for over 40 years, since Assad was in power, and then after he died, his son Bashar al-Assad took over power, and the Syrian people have been living in this corruption by this barbaric regime for over 40 years. It's not something known to people to express their political opinions freely during the time of this regime in power. And every Syrian you ask will tell you anybody who has stepped up against the regime has either been killed or is in jail or is kicked out of the country. And every Syrian knows this. On March 15th, 2011, the Syrian people stood up against the regime following the revolutions in the Middle East. And they demanded freedom, and they demanded that they are not going to live under this fear anymore. And we're here to support them and to get their voices heard for the world, because the world isn't hearing their voices enough.
We came out in support of our people in Syria. We all have families that somehow got impacted in this run for freedom in Syria. Syria is a peaceful country, and the people of Syria live for many years as a one unit of kindness and love, and they called for freedom. When they called for freedom, things went against them. The calling for freedom can be delivered quicker with less death for the people of Syria. The people of Syria need freedom, and they need it right away, and they need intervention from the U.S., I believe.
You think the UN needs to intervene?
I think the UN, US, the Western world should intervene in the situation in Syria. The situation in Syria is getting out of hand. We have information on what's going on in Syria. We just need the political will and the power to be behind those people.
I witnessed just within the last 24 hours, and really what I thought to be obviously very barbaric footage of indiscriminate shooting into a university. I forget the name of the town now, but Halab. Yes, it was like it was almost like Columbine on steroids. I mean, if I could come up with a metaphor for it, I mean, it was like Columbine except 300 men. I mean, I guess maybe that puts a terror into some sort of perspective. What would you like to see? I mean, what do you think? Do you think Americans should send in peacekeepers?
Definitely, I think Americans
what would it take? What would Americans expect if that happened?
Well, what I'm here to do is to transfer the Syrian people's voice, which are demanding a no-fly zone in Syria, and America should intervene in making that happen for them.
Do you think the U.S. mainstream media has done a good job in bringing this to light?
I think the media has not covered the Syrian revolution as much as it should be credited with. We are experiencing a true revolution by the people of Syria, and it should be aired here in the States, and it should be part of the Obama foreign policy discussion.
Best sources about what's going on, where do you recommend?
I recommend for Arab speakers Al Jazeera channel, Al Arabiya channel. For English speakers, I think CNN does good coverage on Syria.
I thought Al Jazeera English is pretty good.
Al Jazeera English, so as BBC.
Okay.
BBC.co.uk, Al Jazeera.English/forward, Al Jazeera.net/forward English, Al Arabiya TV Live, France24.com, and there's quite of other publication that will pop on your internet browser search when you just write Syria Revolution.